I don't think I can get sued by Mayhem. Nobody knows who they are. Anyway, you ever have to take a shit really bad while you're driving? And what you do, you start clamping up your legs. You start clamping them up. And you kind of push your groin up in the air so you can clench your ass cheeks a little tighter. And then something does start to poke its way out. If a little turtle head starts to come out there, come out of its shell, then the hope is that your ass cheeks will be able to tighten just enough to hold that turd in. But in reality, what will happen is the increased pressure will, at best, squeeze that turd into some kind of a diamond. But more than likely, it will turn it into a pancake, and it'll just kind of out around the sides of your ass crack. Now, what is the solution to this, you may ask? Well, I don't know. But I know this. You can't shit in a cup very easily. And carrying a bucket with you is not very practical. Because what would happen, let's say I had a bucket on the floor right there, and this jerk-off slams on his fucking brakes. He's got a deer jumping out of him. All of a sudden there's shit. It goes flying up here. The shit flies over there. The shit flies over here. There's shit all over the fucking place because you had this shit in a fucking bucket. So, the only thing that I've figured out is that you have to educate yourself on where the best public bathrooms are. The best place to take a shit. Now, ideally, you don't want to shit in a gas station bathroom. These are high traffic areas. There's a lot of asses on those seats. A lot of shit spraying. Very low paying jobs. They're not going to go clean up that fucking toilet. They're not going to do it. So you have other options. Walmart, for example. Now, if you go into a Walmart, you'll notice that the bathrooms are relatively hidden. They're not always easy to find. They're not clearly marked. So sometimes that's a better alternative than a gas station is. But once again, you have very low paid, low skilled workers here who are probably not going to spend a whole lot of time cleaning shit off of the bathroom floor. So your best option, in my opinion, is to find yourself a drugstore, a CVS, a Walgreens. Here you have some upper level paying jobs, upper middle income even. And they got a shit same as you. Now, a lot of these places will actually have the bathroom locked. And you'll have to go up to the fucking cashier and ask her to unlock the bathroom. And in some instances, they will stand in the fucking hallway while you take a shit. I don't know why, but they will stand there while you're shitting. That is probably your best bet. Now, you may not always be able to make it to a CVS or a Walgreens or a Walmart or some kind of a supermarket, which could also be an alternative for you. You may not have the time, in which case you're going to have to pull over on the side of the road and take a shit on the side of the road with onlookers. Now, how are you going to wipe your ass? These are questions you want to ask yourself before, not after the event that we're talking about here today. So what I would recommend is carrying with you some sort of some wipe, not necessarily toilet paper. Probably a wet wipe is your best option. At least a box of tissues, moist. Especially if you have, chronic bowel flare-ups. You may want to call, like those little carry tissue things, you may want to stick those in your pocket or something. Now, as a last resort, let's say you pull over and you're taking a shit next to the road and you've got diarrhea and it's squirting all over the fucking place. You're painting that fucking wall brown. You got big shit smears all over the place. You reach into your pocket and you think, fuck, I forgot my wipes. There's no toilet paper, there's no tissues, there's no nothing. Well, now you're down to your last resort, and your last resort would be to use your underwear. Now, because of this, I suggest that you use boxers. Boxers are thinner, they're more absorbent. If you're gonna have to wipe your ass, you'd rather wipe it with boxers than you would, say, tighty whities, which are pure cotton. They got that elastic band on them. It's gonna smear a lot more than your traditional boxers are gonna smear. Now let's say you're taking that shit, there's shit squirting all over the place, it's squirting back up on you, you look down and you're freeballing it. You don't have any fucking underwear. Well, now you've got to go and get creative. You have 2 socks. How many socks do you fucking need? Not 2. So you're going to take off one of your socks. Now, preferably, if you know before you start shitting that you don't have any underwear and no toilet paper, you could still take off one of your socks and shit into the sock. This will prevent diarrhea from spraying off of the ground and all over your body. Essentially, the sock will work like a filter, like a cheesecloth. That may be a better option for you. And then you can use the other sock to clean yourself with. Now, these are just a couple shitting tips. There are more in my arsenal, but this is a quick beginner's course on what to do if you have to shit while you're driving in public. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.